us a little bit about your experience you had.
Praise the Lord, everybody. I feel real thankful and honored to be here, much less be able to give a speech on my experience. But I want to emphasize what Brother Wiley said. Freedom is not free. If you don't believe that, ask someone that doesn't have any freedom.
That's right.
I went to the Army in 1948, and I spent about 2 years in Japan before the Korean War broke out. It broke out the 25th of June. We were over there the 30th of June. I was attached to Task Force Smith. Well, we moved up as far as Osan and about 10 miles on past Osan, and that's where we met the North Korean Army. There were 409 of us, and the 52nd Field Artillery backing us up, give us a little over 500. Well, the North Korean Army, they said, was between 20 and 40,000. I don't know. I didn't take time to count them, I guarantee you. But anyway, we held them for 7 hours. They overran our position, and I fought my way off the hill with a few other guys, and we were captured the next morning. The first 3 months we thought was rough. We was under the Korean Army. But then they turned us over to civil police. And the major was in charge, we nicknamed him the Tiger because he was so cruel. We found out what hardship and cruelty was really like. On October 31st of 50, we started a death march. Well, the first day out, some guys was dropping back. Well, he stopped the whole group and wanted to know from what section was dropping back. He was going to shoot all the leaders of these sections. Well, he finally decided he'd just shoot one, the one that had the most. That was Lieutenant Thornton. And he was a little older than us. I didn't know him. He was out of the 19th, and I was out of the 21st. But he did show us how a real, true soldier, American soldier, and a gentleman dies. The Tiger made him kneel down, blew his brains out. He said, as a member of the Communist Party, he was reserved the right to kill. Well, that day, they shot 20 more men. If you were weak and couldn't keep up, and you dropped the side of the road, the guard walked along and shot you, just left you laying there. Well, we spent the winter in North Korea, and that winter it got 50 below zero. Well, they turned us over to the Chinese October the 19th of 51, which was less than a year later. There was 234 of us left out of 889. We had 79 civilians with us. Oh, and incidentally, on the march, I'll tell you how lenient they was. They shot 2 blind French nuns that couldn't keep up. So they didn't cut nobody out. If you didn't keep up, you were shot. And Father Crosby, which was a priest, he said, the men can't make it. They're dying. And his call was march them till they die, march them till they die. They stopped us 3 times and moved us into a little cul-de-sac and was going to kill every one of us. Miss Dyers, Nellie Dyers, she said, if you boys know how to pray, you better pray because they fix to shoot us all. Well, I guess our troops wasn't as close as they thought to us, so they moved us on. But anyway, I thank God, that I'm here. But I'd also like to say that we all prayed. And I prayed, and I made a lot of promises, but I lied too. When I came back to the States, I went my merry way, drinking, fighting, or doing whatever, until I met my wife, and she invited me to come to church. And I thank God I'm still here. It's close to 50 years all down. Thank you very much.
You have CDs on your testimony?
Yeah, I got some.
Just stay right He didn't say how long. Is it 34 months?
No, sir. 37 months and 17 days. And one guy said, oh, you got it down pat. I said, hour and 45 minutes. So it was almost 38 months. So
Think about it. Freedom's never free.
it's called a forgotten war, but I guarantee you, the ones that was there won't forget it.
Thank you, Brother Colbey.
Can I say something else? They say that freedom is not free. That's very true. But let me emphasize something to all of you. When you go to the polls, remember these people trying to take our freedom away from, no matter how small it is, no matter what freedom, if it's the guns, whatever it is, remember them when you go to the polls. We don't need nobody in office representing us that's going to try and take our freedom away from us, because too many people fought and died for this freedom.
Good. That's all right.